My name is Brittany. I went to Tufts University. I studied drama and communications, and I owe $118,000 in student loans.
All right, I'm not going to beat her up too badly over choosing a crappy major, mainly because I'm throwing from a glass house over here, but also because this girl seems pretty cool. But let this be a warning to all of you younglings out there. Don't major in something worthless like drama or communications. If your degree is not marketable enough to where your student loans will be a minor nuisance, then don't go to college. And for the love of God, if you don't know what you want to do or what you want to study, don't go to college. Get a job. Shit, get 2 jobs. And put money away if you can. At least save $100 a week, but shoot for $200 a week because then that's about $10,000 a year. Experiment. Work a job you don't like and quit it after 3 months. You might learn something at that job. Anyway, if you can save at least $5,000 a year, if and when you decide to go to college, or if you decide you want to start a business, or if you decide that you need to move for your career, you'll have a nice war chest of cash. Whatever you do, don't ruin your life just because society told you that it was a good idea.
When you started going to college, did you understand loans?
It was just explained to us as everybody has student loans, and this is just something you do to get ahead in life. Taking loans out was just part of what everyone had to do, that they weren't gonna affect my life that much. I really didn't understand the magnitude of them until I graduated. I graduated college in 2009, so it was the height of like the economic recession and the jobs crisis. Everybody pretty much had to like move back home and reassess what to do. Then I started getting the phone calls that say like, hey, so now that you're out of school, you're gonna have to start paying back your student loans, and your minimum amount is astronomical. So my total due for this month, $707.74.
Good Lord! That's a lot of money!
$700? That's a mortgage payment on a $200,000 house.
What will be applied to the principal? $64.54. So the principal is the total amount of loan, like actual money that I actually took out. What will be going to the interest? $643.20. The interest is not money that I actually borrowed, it's what they're making off of having lent me the money in the first place. So most of this money is going towards interest. In total interest paid on my loan, it's $48,379.75. That's most of all the money I've paid towards the loan has gone towards interest. So my principal isn't going down, my debt isn't going down. I'm literally just paying the interest.
Again, I'm not gonna beat her up too badly over this, but shit, you should have read the fine print. And I'm sure creditors and lenders are very scummy in the way that they offer student loans. Have no doubt about that. But the people that this BuzzFeed video fails to call out are the parents, the teachers, the educators, the school administrators that encourage this nonsense. From 8th grade to 12th grade, everyone that worked at my middle school and high school practically grabbed kids by the hand and took them to the dean's office of various universities, encouraging them to go to college. Why? It'll be good for you. You'll make money. Everyone's doing it. You need a degree these days to compete for employment. And besides, education is always valuable. Just like the girl in this video said about the creditors. Hey, parents of millennials, are you proud of this? Educators from 1995 to 2010, are you proud of this? Sure, all of you unthinking, feel-gooding, pretend to care pieces of crap were just trying to be helpful, and now Millions of Americans are financially handcuffed. Many won't ever buy a home or start a family or get ahead. Oh, but all of you educators and principals can brag about how many students you got to college. All of you parents can brag to your friends about how your kid is going to some prestigious university that they'll be paying off until they're 96. Shit, I remember when I substitute taught, one class I filled in for was ACT Prep. This was 2010, 2011. Guess what? I never subbed a class for economics or personal finance. Maybe if kids were taught responsibility in personal finance rather than worshiping education, then maybe so many millennials wouldn't be in such financial trouble with student loan debt. Encouraging kids to go to college without knowing what they want to be or what they want to study. For real, would anyone do this with anything else, like say a house? Imagine if everyone told you to buy a house because, hey, you build equity. You keep the money after the house is paid off, and it might go up in value to where you can sell it at a gain. You can also rent out rooms on Airbnb. Also, owning a house looks really good to the ladies if you're a man. But don't worry about what kind of house you want, or if it's in a crappy area, or if the maintenance costs will be high or anything. Fuck it, just buy a house. It'll be good for you. Everyone's doing it. Although at least with a house you get to keep much of the borrowed money, but you get the point. I don't know what my demographic is, but if you're under 18 watching this, don't buy into this college crap. It will be tempting. You'll feel like you're missing out on the college experience, and you'll miss your friends. You'll feel like you're falling behind. But fuck it, work at McDonald's if you have to. Work at McDonald's, try to become a manager by the time you're 20, 21, and when your friends and peers are graduating college with their garbage degrees and can't find work because they lack experience, guess what? You'll have the experience. You'll have that management experience. You'll also have money in the bank while your friends begin their life of slaving away to lenders. $700 a month? That can pay for a cruise or an all-inclusive vacation in the Caribbean every month. And I know that living with your parents out of high school sucks, but would you rather live with your parents at age 19 or age 26? Think if you managed to save $5,000 a year living with your parents. After 6 years, that's $30,000. That's a pretty solid down payment for a house.
One of the things I do when I am short on money is that I go through my closet and see if there's anything that I can sell. I bought this dress for a tee. I love it, but not going to very many tees anymore, so. All these empty hangers are from things I've sold, so getting to the bare bones of it all. Selling the clothes, like, it doesn't cover my rent, but it is extra money towards my student loans. I'm a freelance production assistant. I also work at a dance studio as a receptionist, and I also work for a temp agency. I only took out money for loans to go towards my tuition costs, and I had a job for paying for like books and like housing portion. I felt kind of in the middle of a really hard situation with my family having more money than being extremely poor, so we didn't qualify for a lot of grant money, but I have other siblings and my family had responsibilities, so they didn't have enough money to help me pay for college. This is my car. So this was a car accident where this guy, he side hit me. One good thing about it was that I got a check, but I didn't use it to fix my car. I used it to pay my student loan.
All right, credit where it's due. This girl is busting her ass, working 3 jobs. Good for her. She also rocks that romper really well. Okay,
I hope I get some decent money for my clothes. It's really hard to just feel like I can't really afford rent. I can't afford to eat out. It's like I can barely afford groceries, and it's all because of this student loan debt. And like, I'm grateful that I went to a great college, and like, I guess they can't take away my education, but they've pretty much tried to take everything else. To have a drink of alcohol, you have to be 21. To take out $100,000 worth of debt, you can be 18, you can do that. And I definitely did not understand what I was signing up for. No one explained it to me. It's really scary to hear things like, even if you die, your family or next of kin will be responsible for paying these loans. If you're completely bankrupt, you are still responsible for paying these loans. Every day I call Congress.
Senator Feinstein's office.
Hi, my name is Brittany King, and I'm a constituent from Los Angeles. And I was calling to know, what are you guys doing about student loan reform?
And the rest of this video is about the new tax plan and how it eliminates deductions for students. And I don't really care to get into that. The point I want to make with this is this: don't ruin your life. Do you really want to depend on the government to give you deductions or student loan relief? Shit. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. The people telling you to blindly pursue further education don't give a fuck about you. BuzzFeed doesn't give a fuck about you. Yeah, BuzzFeed will make a video like this to score cheap political points. Is BuzzFeed discouraging teenagers from ruining their lives? Is BuzzFeed giving any tutorials on personal finance? And you can say all you want, oh, but the government should pay for college, or oh, but the price of tuition has skyrocketed over the years, and it's not. You know what? Tough shit. That's besides the point. You have to deal with the reality, and the reality is that going to college and taking out all this student loan debt for a worthless degree can ruin your life. And you can't count on a senator or a representative or the president to save your ass from student loan debt. At the end of the day, the only person that you can count on is you. Don't ruin your life.